My lovely. Good luck. Egg pop number 1. And your first one has got 3 pearls in. You have got a brighter watermelon, a sunshine yellow, and a darker chocolate. He does have a slight silvery overtone there. So watermelon, sunshine yellow, and a silvery chocolate. You're hoping for a blue, as it's going to be your wedding necklace. Oh, I love that. Okay, so fingers crossed for a blue for you. And there is a blue here. So in your next egg pop, you've got 4 pearls. You've got a candy floss pink. You've got a silvery grape purple. Oh, we've got a coral. And we've got a icy blue. Let me just get it focused again. Sorry, there we go. So an icy blue. The icy blue is slightly two-tonal. He's got a few darker spots to him, but base icy blue. Your last egg pop. And you've got 2 pearls in that one. You've got a bright pink. So just slightly brighter than the candy floss pink there. And you've got a dark, deeper sea green. Okay, so watermelon, sunshine yellow, and a chocolatey silver. Candy floss pink, silver grape purple, coral, and an icy blue. Slightly brighter pink and a dark sea green. So they're your pearls from the egg pop. If we move straight into the oyster, that's the prettier shell. So we'll keep this shell, we'll donate the others. So in here, you've got a softer pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. So you can see there's no pearls on that side. Now straight away in here, I can definitely see 1, 2, and 3 pearls already. 1, 2, 3. Again, that dark bit there is just the oyster tail, so it's just part of the oyster there. So your first oyster, you have triples. You've got 3 pearls. In your oyster. Okay, so if I just dry these up for you. And in here you've got a two-tonal sea green, so I'm going to pop these on the opposite side here. So two-tonal sea green, you've got lighter and darker areas there. You've got a dark purple. It almost looks silvery in parts, but I'm going to definitely say he's a base purple. And then you've got this two-tonal blurple. So this is, in some lights it's going to look blue, some lights it's going to look more purple. And then in himself you've got slightly more two-tonal areas as well. So green, purple and blurple. Your next oyster, quite a nice lighter pop there again. And in here there's your mother of pearl. Straight down the bottom I can see a golden pearl. And there's no more in that one. So slightly brighter gold here. Yes, of course, Carrie. It's not a problem at all. If you just pop me an email over whenever you're ready and we can get that one booked in. And all I'd need to know is, of course, which crystal heart charm you'd like. And then if you'd like a pearl on there, which colour pearl you'd like as well. So there is your gold. Moving on to your next oyster. Soft pop there. There's your mother of pearl. So again, there's a little bit of a pearl blister on the side, but there's no pearls on there. I can see a larger two-tonal yellow. And there's no more in that one. I'm going to pop the yellow next to the gold because the single pearls can go next to each other. Look at him. So in some parts he's lemon yellow, in some parts he is sunshine yellow. Beautiful. Okay, moving on to your next two oysters. So mystery oyster. Again, softer pop with that one. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. No pearls on that side. Oh, and a pearl popped out there. I'm just going to bring that back. So you've got a darker pearl there and another one. There's no more in that one. You are twinning with a runaway pearl as well. And they look like they're forest green twins. Yes, so one twin does look slightly larger and darker than the other, but it would be only just sort of darker. So forest green twins, your last oyster. So mystery oyster. Quite a nice louder pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see here we have got a gold. There's no more in there. Again, the dark bit there is literally, I know that it looks flashy, but it's just because it's like moist. It's just the oyster tail. Okay, so you have got a gold. What do you think to all of these carry? So I'll go through the mystery oyster pearls. You've got a two-tonal apple green, dark purple and a two-tonal blurple, two-tonal sunshine and lemon yellow. Excuse me, you've got a gold, twinning forest greens, one slightly larger than the other visually, and then you've got another gold at the bottom. And then on this side here are the pearls that came out of your egg pops. Now, regarding all of these pearls, what do you think? Are you happy with these? If you'd like to do any colour swaps, I can do that now, or you can take a screenshot and we can do it through email if you would prefer to. And if any of these you'd like on the jewellery, you can let me know now, or again, if you'd like to wait until you see what comes out of your 25 pearl oyster, you can then obviously email me across if you would like to. So if I start running these through the board, the two-tonal blurples, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. The dark purples, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And the apple greens, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. The first gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the sunshine and lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Forest green twin 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Forest green twin 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. So they're actually measuring the same size there. And then the last gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. The silver chocolate's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your sunshine yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, sorry, he is a 7. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the silver grape purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Your pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Dark sea green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's not a 7.5, he's an 8. And then the brighter pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Can we swap the pink for a burgundy red, sunshine yellow for a TARDIS blue, and the last gold for a purple? So gold, pink, sunshine yellow. So these